Welcome back to the Barren Lands. So, I'm just gonna get some of these logs loaded up. We've got our new log grab, which I found if I put two trees together with the winch, we can grab up to 4 logs at a time. I do think I was pushing it with 4. I think 3 logs would probably be more suitable. I just managed to pick 3 up. Even though it was a lot of fighting with myself. But I managed it, just about. I think the next thing is going to be, can we unload them? So, I'm just going to see if I can get myself a bit straighter to the back of this. Just so they're not hitting that headboard. And I mean, the biggest issue is because this trail doesn't have any sides to it, they are just going to roll like that. That's not a big deal if 1 or 2 roll off every now and then. I can cope with that. But if they all keep trying to roll off like they are, then that's going to be a bit of a problem. And the issue is, because of the way the physics are in the game, the trees don't want to stay there. As you can see, they just want to slide around. They don't want to stay put. So what I think that means is it's probably time for us to go and get a proper logging trailer. Which we'll do. The money we get from these logs, we should be able to go and afford ourselves a trailer. I don't see why not. A nice little load. That's a treat. And we've just wiped out our van. So, I want people to give me some suggestions on the kind of content you want to be done on this map. Whether you want me to do a lot of the trees offline, maybe just stack them up in the sell point, ready for an episode where we can go ahead and sell them. That's very possible to do. I can stack them and then unload them and do an episode of selling. 16k we've got there. So, with that money, let's see what log trailer we can buy. So I'd like something along the lines of this one, or this one here. One of those would be ideal for us. Seeing as though we can load so much on there, but at the same time I don't know if we'd be able to pull that. I guess we have a 4-wheel drive tractor if we put the bigger engine on there. I don't see why we couldn't afford it. I just wish it had a bunk left. So like 2 there, and then maybe the 2 there, and then like a headboard. So what we'll do, just to try and make our life a bit easier, is I think we'll load this trailer up instead. It's got the sides so the logs won't fall out as often. And then we can put it over on the tractor and we can set a course up. So I can make a course so that all of the trees get pulled down here, cut, and I can have a worker just drive around while we load them up. As soon as we've got the winch now, we can drag trees around. That's what we've done over there. It makes life a lot easier. Let's go and pick our new trailer up. So I've ran into a bit of a pickle. This trailer doesn't want to attach. I don't quite know why that is. I don't know if that's an issue with this tractor that we may come across at some point. I'm hoping not. So in that case, we're just going to have to go for this. Which I'm more than happy with. It has an extendable deck. So this will do, although it's a lot more money. This should attach on now, with it being a pin hitch instead of a ball hitch. There we go. And we can unfold this one somehow. There we go, like that. Lovely. So that's that set up now. So I could either put in a course for the tractor to drive and kind of deliver everything itself. Which, if anyone's wondering how you do that, you go in your auto drive, you set your load and deliver. It's one of these here. Yeah. Load and deliver, or pick up and deliver. And then typically in here, or somewhere, there will be a setting such as auto load, wait time / unload. I believe you can use that one to have it park up in a specific place. I honestly, I don't remember how I used to do it though. But we don't need it for here. We are perfectly capable of driving this ourselves. We'll just get this one trailer loaded up. So I'm just going to throw the trailer there. Get myself away from this tree. For whatever reason, at the end of last episode, we lost. So have I unfolded that? Yes, I have. I didn't know if it could go any further. Last episode, for whatever reason, I had an issue with the Of course, my head's just going to go blank now. I had an issue using the wheel. For some reason, I lost my force feedback. My force feedback is back. It just seemed like it was being a bit of an odd glitch. I'm hoping I can use this to push them over. Just so he's sitting there nicely. It's not going to be like using my proper logging equipment. But we'll make do with what we can afford. That's the only issue with the log grab is it tends to drop things no matter in what way you pick them up. I think that may have done it. So if we just lift it over our heads, open the grab up. There we go, they fall into there. This is going to be a bit of a learning experience for me using this. I don't usually use this type of loader. I've done it once before, and I'd say personally it's never a fun time. Especially when they do things like that. When your logs just don't seem to sit in right. Yeah, sometimes you can kind of get under a log and just steer a little bit to push them over. This one doesn't seem to want to work. I also seem to no longer have an option of super strength just for moving these around a little bit. I'm not a big fan of using super strength on this series, but if it's going to make our life a lot easier, I will do. And now it's working. Now I've got access to it. We don't need super strength for these. These are the much shorter logs. We can just load them up by hand. So, let's get straight to it.
Sunrise whispers, light breaks slow. The plow cuts lines where seeds will grow. Shadows stretch, fields unfold wide. Morning dew clings, won't let it slide. Turn, 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 the wheels roll on. Earth hums low in a timeless song, hands on the reins, hearts in the soil, peace in a rhythm of honest toil. Clouds drift lazy, sky paints a hue. Sweat on brows, the work feels true. Rows of green stretch long and lean. Dreams take root in a golden sheen. On Malibu wails in the wind's embrace. Time drifts soft in this sacred place. Vinyl crackles, a heartbeat's thread. Simple moments where life is fed. Turn, turn, the wheels roll on. Earth hums low in a timeless song, hands on the rein, hearts in the soil, peace in the rhythm of honest toil. As dust falls soft, the work is done. Fields in motion need setting sun. Lo-fi echoes, a story untold. A farmer's heart, steady and bold.
Right, that was very odd. For whatever reason, my mouse popped up like that, which is normal, but I couldn't get rid of it. It was just stuck. We're making some good progress. We're making some good money as well, which I'm happy about. I mean, we need it. It's a lot easier. I think we've got the hang of it now. I was thinking about going for maybe 4 logs instead. But I think if we went for 4, that would be a bit too much. I think we're comfortable with 3. We can load 3 and that's a full trailer worth. So we'll probably stick with 3. I was thinking about maybe going for a bigger trailer. We've got some quite sizable trailers, to be honest. And there's this one here, which I thought I want to go for it, but I don't know if we'll be able to pick it up or not. Lift over it. I'm not sure how well we'll be able to lift over that. That's the key reason as to why I've left it for now. Yeah, like I say, we're making some quick progress. I've already got rid of the stump there. We're kind of cracking on now. It's gonna be a while. It's definitely gonna be a long while to get the areas cleared out for fields. To the point, I think the best way to go is going to be very small fields and then work our way up over time, making them kind of like we've done here. It's not a gigantic area. It's a realistic, workable area over an episode or so. Especially when we get the FDR equipment. I would be tempted to run this as a multiplayer map. Maybe get a couple friends on here. Maybe some other YouTubers. Whoever would be interested, really. To kind of tag along, give us a lift. Especially with the login stuff. Help won't be needed so much when we're doing field work, but help will be needed when we're doing logging. We're getting through it fairly quick. Like, we've not done bad for time here for clearing all of this area out. Especially with our little system that we've got going on. I'm quite glad I kind of figured that this may be the best way of doing it. Because it's making it very possible. And we're getting the trees lined up in a fairly nice stack with very little work in terms of moving everything around. The only issue, and this is something I was thinking, the way trees grab onto each other when we're doing something like this, we may possibly get caught up like we did there. I'm just going to push these together. So a little tap here should do. And I get cutting again. No, I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. It's a very odd... This is odd for me, the video style of things. As most of you may know, I much prefer live streams. I don't know what to talk about is my issue a lot of the time. I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go along and the content will just keep getting better and better. I feel like episode 2 was definitely better than episode 1. And I feel like episode 3 is going to be better than 2. And it should hopefully be that way the entire time. Just still slowly getting better and better. Things become getting higher quality over time. Only time will tell. Clearly time doesn't help me get better at logging. I don't think anything helps you get better at logging. Unless you spend a lot of time doing it. Let's see, It's a log grab, so they don't like closing fuller. And if I put that completely upright, yeah, there we go. See how that log grab's not... There we go. I think that may have done it. There we go. Lovely. That's the only issue. The log grabs can be kind of odd. A lot of the logging machinery in this game just feels stiff. Oh, I didn't see that there was an arm. There was a leg there. We're all good as long as we strap in as we go. Strap in for the ride. As I say there, I mean, we closed the grab and the logs just seem to slip out of it. Realistically, that grab would have dug into those logs. And realistically, that grab would push the logs kind of on top of each other a little bit. There's nothing realistic about this, is there? Realistically, this trailer would be scrap metal if we kept hitting it like this. Yeah, we'll get better and better as we go, that's for sure. So we're getting an awful lot closer to having the top end of the field done. If we can get this top end mostly done, we can just plough that section up for now. And just use the top of the field. I mean, whenever we get to ploughing, whatever we've got cleared out, we'll use anyway. I'm not bothered about having it all cleared out. Just, I mean, if we can get rid of a few more of these here, so maybe like another 2 loads, I'll be more than happy with that. Which we're going to get started on now. I'm also going to set the time to 360, so we can skip through till tomorrow. And I believe that tomorrow the corn in that field will possibly be ready. But don't quote me on that, because we didn't plant it. It could have been that it was planted the latest time of year, so that it won't be ready. Hopefully it will be, though. We could also do with some spotlights. I want to get one of the, like, spotlight trailers, one of the towable ones, so that we can bring some spotlights into the woods and move them around. Them not being like a set in that location type of thing, as the buildable ones will be. I don't think we have a mod for that. There's a chance, but I can't guarantee it. So we've got the night vision goggles. I believe there's a I think it's a night vision goggles that make it look like day even though it's not. I'm not interested in that. No. There is a spotlight mod somewhere though. Just gonna need to move that tree over a bit. There's a spotlight mod or something very much like a towable light. I believe it's on the mod hub. Just because, I mean, the lights on the tractors aren't that good. You see, I couldn't tell that we were about to hit that tree then. Once 7 o'clock comes, it'll be a bit brighter. We'll be able to see what's going on. Lovely, it looks like the corn is ready. Let's go and take a look. Ready to harvest. There's not a very good yield bonus on here. It's hardly any yield bonus, to be honest. So we won't make too much out of that. I think if we're going to do corn, I shouldn't have undone that. We're going to do it as dried corn. We can use the production, therefore, to make some of this wood into wood chips, using that dried corn. So I believe if we were to maybe place that production like here, we could pull some of these trees into it. But we'll hang on for now. It'll be in here somewhere. It's a wood chipper mod. It's like just a stationary wood chipper. I believe it's around 27k. That one there, yeah. So that we could just place it wherever we have a clearing. I mean, if we really wanted, we could put it there for now. And just set that to transfer. Just want to move that log out of the way so it's not resting on our others. There we go, super strength. It helps an awful lot. Yeah, I'm going to end it here. We've done an awful lot for the logging. We've made an awful lot of money. I mean, ending on 87k. It's the most money we've ever had up to date. We are only 3 episodes in though, so trust me, there's going to be a lot more money where that came from. Especially when you think of how much forest land we've got. We've got an awful lot of land just starting off with. I mean, I wish there was like a slightly smaller plot than we have here. There isn't. I'd have been happy starting off with something smaller. I'd have also been happy not starting off with a crop. Starting off with that crop, we'll make quite a bit of money from it, fairly easily. If we put it through the grain dryer, wherever that is. I feel like it's around here, there. There is actually a smaller, cheaper one though. Up here somewhere, there. Which, that one takes wood actually. So if we were to place that down, somewhere just out the way, like there. If we put that down there, we could probably drag most of these trees in. We'll put that down now. It's not a permanent solution. It's only temp. It's just a little temporary thing, and we'll get our combine. We will pick out our combine for next episode. So we need a corn header. So far, 3.1 meters, 3.1. 4.6 on the massa. So for that, we can afford that. So let's just kit it out the way we want it. Just go with the standard tyres on the back. Massey logo. Get the cab without the cover. Yep, get that chopper on there. Beacon lights. chrome exhaust. We're going to fully kit this out. Everything besides tinted windows. I don't honestly know what that changes. That might be the headlights. Leave the chopper. Standard pipe. And there we go. That's our combine kitted out. It's very quiet when there's no machinery running. Very quiet with no machinery. There we go, lovely. So I don't know what the colour of the mats does then, considering it doesn't appear to have changed anything. I thought it might have been the lights, but no. Oh well, not to worry. I'm sure we'll find out at one random point. So yeah, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you made it this far. Let me know if there's anything I can change, anything you want to see done differently. Anything that I'm not, that you may believe I won't do, that you want to see done, whether that be a different type of forestry, something I don't do an awful lot of like grass work or a crop. I'm looking forward to onions. As much as onions are going to be an odd thing for me to do due to them just being so awkward to actually do, I'm wanting to do them, as well as other crops we don't really do, potatoes, maybe sugarcane, maybe sugar beet. But if there's anything specific that you would enjoy watching me do, or something that not many creators out there do, and that people may want, let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.